Okay, welcome back to List Building for Affiliate Marketers. And in this video, we're going to talk about your email campaign. I'm going to give you a sense for how we're going to be doing this with the Tao of the Badass, as well as what you can do in the future. Now, in terms of the email campaign, we are, as I said, we're going to be using their affiliate tools in order to put together our campaign. And for the most part, we're just going to cut and paste what they've given us, and that's going to make it easy for us. Now, obviously, you are not always going to have affiliate tools that are going to be that explicit. They're not always going to be that good, and so you will have to have some basic principles in place, and that's what we're going to do in this video. Now, one of the things that is recommended that you do, make sure that you can use a shortened and cloaked affiliate link. And in any campaign you do, you want to create 5 or 10 lessons. Really, the right number is typically going to be 6 or 7. Okay, whether or not you decide to deliver those lessons for an entire week, one for each day, or you decide to do it over 2 weeks. But you should really do about 5 to 10 lessons, and the right number is 6 or 7. Now, you want to make sure you track your open rates and click-throughs. You can do that with GetResponse or Aweber. You want to make sure that you are looking at who's opening your email or how often they're opening it, because that's what's going to help you to determine whether or not you're going to change your subject lines. If people are not opening your email and they're not reading it or they're not clicking on the links, you'll use that information in order to make adjustments. Now, there are a couple of different formulas for you to use for your follow-up emails. So considering that we've already put together our first email, which is our thank you email, there are a couple of different ways that you can do this. You can use the eCourse formula, which is basically where you're going to create lessons based on what you're selling, and then you're going to put the link in your signature. Now, you'll have to have a really good grasp on what the product is doing, and you'll be writing emails based on how it really is going to work in other people's lives. So you'll be designing lessons, right? And some of those lessons, of course, you can get from the affiliate tools or from the actual course, but this is a little more difficult and a little more advanced. Now you can use the article formula, which you can get PLR articles on the subject matter. So for instance, we're doing a dating product. We would get some PLR articles on dating, and we would provide that information in our autoresponder follow-up. We're going to put the link either in our signature or throughout the email for people to be able to get the benefit from what we are showing them in the email, right? So there's an article formula. Now there is also the direct response formula, and pretty much you're going to design the emails to sell the product. And then after you have exhausted what you're going to do with that particular product, then you're going to move on to education of your list until you decide to start promoting another product, and you're going to put another product into your follow-up. Okay, so the direct response formula. So since the eCourse formula is fairly straightforward, and the article formula pretty straightforward, we're going to get that information from either the product or from the PLR. We're going to talk a little bit about the direct response formula right now. And with the direct response formula, one of the things that you're going to want to think about, probably from the beginning, is, as we said, you're going to want to do about 6 emails total. And I'm going to tell you what those emails are going to be. I'm going to tell you about the content of those emails right now. Now, we've already written one of those emails. If we're going to use direct response, you're going to write a thank you and welcome email, and you want to give them access to the bribe that you've given them, and then you want to let them know that for the next 6 days or for the next 2 weeks or the next 6 lessons, emails are going to get. You want them to start looking for your email. You may even want to tell them to whitelist your email so that they get them, but you want to give them and make sure that you deliver on the bribe, right? So you want to have your link to the bribe in the thank you email. If you want to, of course, at the end of your signature, you can put a link there to the actual offer. But this is what you're doing, because remember the objective here is to build a list. So you want to make sure that you keep your list engaged. Now, in the second email, or day 2, you want to present the problem and sympathize with them. And then you're also going to provide them a link to the offer. So the entire second email is going to be, you're going to outline your understanding of the problem. In this particular case, we're talking about dating, we're talking about guys dating. We would spend a lot of time talking about what it's like to be able to, what it's like not to be able to get a date, what it's like not to be able to talk to beautiful women in order to get them to give you their phone number. You are going to outline the problem, and you're going to sympathize with them, that you understand how it is. But by outlining everything that you understand the problem to be, you are creating rapport, and then you're creating believability. At the end, of course, you're going to provide a link to the offer. Now, the third email, you're going to present the solution, which in this case, we'd be presenting the Tao of Badass. And we're going to talk about, not about what's in the product. We're not going to talk about how many videos there are. We're not going to be talking about how many, how many ebooks, or how many, what's in it, right? We're going to be talking about the Tao of Badass and how it's going to really change people's lives. How's it going to change their life? What is their life going to look like once they finish the course? So we're going to be talking strictly about benefits. Going to present the solution and talk strictly about benefits, and then of course we are going to provide the link to the offer. Okay, now in the fourth email, we're going to present some proof that what the solution is actually works, right? So we're not talking about social proof here. If we can get it, we want to get some facts and statistics, some verifiable data, third-party data, or anything that is scientific and that we can say maybe a survey or a poll, even if we have to take the poll ourselves, right? We want to give them some solid information that, hey, this kind of thing is the thing that works. It's universal, and we want people to feel like, okay, someone has really checked to see that this solution can work. It works in real life. And of course, then we also want to provide a link to the offer. Now that is the fourth email. So we've done the thank you note, we've presented the problem, we presented the solution, and now we're presenting proof, which would be the facts and any tips for success along with that. Now, in the fifth email, we're going to make a direct appeal to purchase the product. We are going to talk about the features here. So we're going to talk about what's in the product. We're going to talk about what they're going to get. And we're basically going to be saying everything that we talked about in the previous emails. We're going to be talking about how they're going to get those benefits. And this email, we're going to talk about how the product delivers these things. So if it's 15 emails or 15 videos, whatever the case is, we are going to outline this in a little bit of detail and then provide the link, right? So this email might be a little long that you're writing. You don't want it to be if it doesn't have to, but you are outlining, describing the product and how it's going to accomplish those things for the individual that's thinking about buying. And then the last email, we're going to present social proof. So we're going to present those who have had success with the product. So anyone that's had success using it, you want to get those testimonials, and you want to have those in your email. And if possible, get real testimonials. Don't if you can, try to borrow the testimonials of people that are on your list, right? So you want to continually be asking them about testimonials and how a product has changed their lives, and because that is what you want to use in your sixth email. Now, all of these emails are going to be follow-up. They're going to get them automatically. As soon as they opt in, they're going to get all 6 of these emails. As I said, you can do them every day, do them every other day, or however you think your schedule is going to permit them to see the offer often enough. Okay, so once you've presented the social proof email with the testimonials, then you are, for the most part, you probably will have had the buyers that you're going to have. Now, you can always come back and re-offer this product if something changes, but once you've gone through those 6 emails, You can then move on to educating your list, right? And you can start using some PLR or some other things. You can start educating them on dating until you decide to offer them another product, and you want to be start then looking out for other products to sell. Okay, so in the next in the next video, I'm going to show you how to go and get the information from the affiliate tools and then put it into GetResponse. We've done that with at least one emails, but we're going to talk about where that information is and how you're going to use it inside of GetResponse. Okay, so thanks, and I will see you in the next video.